viewers, today we are, as our culture is, we bring you everything you need to know about Forex. We have made this our culture because we want to try as much as we can to alleviate you from the shackle of poverty into a place where you will enjoy financial freedom. That is the reason why we are doing this. Because the Forex market is big enough to accommodate as many people that are willing to come on board. It's not discriminatory. Your level of education, your marital status, your sexual orientations, whatever categories you will find yourself, it has no discrimination. You can plug into this market. With me today, I'm going to have my usual guest, who is going to be throwing more light in the different dimension of what Forex market actually represents. Because over the time, Forex market have been mixed, represented to be something that doesn't actually exist in the Forex market. So today we're going to have a different topic altogether. I'm going to have different guests, my regular host, and the lady who got into Forex after the retirement age. You know, age is not your barrier. You shouldn't think, oh, I'm old, so that's why I can't come into Forex. It's not an excuse. But no matter how old you are, you can still learn how to profit in the Forex market. So, Lady B, it's good to have you on the program today.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm good. You can see I'm fine. I'm good. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, I can see. You're doing great.
Quickly introduce yourself and let's get the ball rolling. So our listener can't wait to get the tips of today.
Good day, everyone. My name is Shanpepe, the Forexladyboss. I trust you're all doing good and having a swell time today. Today, what we'll be doing basically is we'll be to tell them all they need to know about the foreign exchange market, to tell them that this market is a well-regulated market, it's not a scam, it's not an illegitimate market, it's get the first-class education, you know, and we have a platform that teaches total rookies how to trade the foreign exchange market, which is the I Am Mastery Academy. We do the high frequency forex. We teach you the digital currencies, how to trade your Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, how to trade cryptocurrencies. And we also teach people how to trade in the most biggest and liquid financial market. We teach traditional forex too. So all we do on this program, you know, we tell people, you know, all it takes for you to win in this market. Because the banks are trading in this market, the high net worth individuals, the hedge fund managers, you know, they are all trading in this market. The central banks are trading in this market. Interbanks are trading in this market. And if the high net worth individuals are playing in this market, you and I cannot sit on the fence. Like we keep saying, you and I cannot sit on the fence. We need to get involved because this is a skill set that guarantees financial stability and freedom. Once you learn this skill set, it goes a long way in, you know, making you financially stable and you gain freedom, you know. So all we do is to advise people and tell them, because a lot of people have gotten this orientation that Forex doesn't work, that Forex is a scam, you know, because of some other people's experience. They've not even experienced it. And because some other persons tell them this doesn't work, I've tried it, I've got my fingers burnt, you know, with all the negative talks. And some people just say, okay, it doesn't work. This person is my friend or is my relation. This person has told me that the Forex market doesn't work, it's a scam. And they believe it's a scam because someone told them that it doesn't work. They don't want to go and try it themselves. And a lot of people come into this market with a lot of high expectation. You know, they want to become millionaires overnight. They don't want to go through the learning process. Like we keep saying, success is not accidental. You must work your way to the top. You know, success is proud. Success cannot come down and meet you. You must work your way to the top. And if you want to be a successful trader, you must be willing to put in the work. You must be willing to learn, be patient with the learning process. Don't come in with the mindset of Forex is a scam, is a casino, you know, Yahoo, you know, is a get rich quick business. You know, you come in with the mindset that today, tomorrow, I'm a millionaire. Success is not like that. It doesn't happen like that. You have to follow the process to be successful. If you actually want to be successful, if success was that easy, we would have all been successful people. But there are processes you need to follow to become a successful trader. So what we tell people, you have to come on board on the education. You have to be patient with the process. You have to, you know, keep learning, because the earning is in the learning. So you must be patient with all of this. If you're not the patient type, if you are the type that is looking for sharp money, I don't think this is the right place for you. But if you're willing to go through the learning process, if you're willing to be patient, I tell you the truth, you know, the rest, as they say, will become history.
I think, okay, we have Madam Comfort on board. Hello, madam. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing well.
It's good to have you back today.
Yes.
Okay, you've already met my conversation with Lady B. She's trying to, as our custom, is trying to throw more light into what Forex is all about and the people misconception about Forex and the need for people to be patient. Now, I'm going to ask you, how patient were you when you started learning Forex?
In fact, let's be sincere with you, Mr. Alex. When I came on board,
I'm talking to Madam Comfort.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah. That's fine.
Well, I was a little bit patient at the beginning because of the scary stories of a lot of people, I mean, about what impatience cost them. So I was a little bit scary, and this is not the age that one should be throwing away money anyhow. I don't have all the time for that. So that made me a little bit to be somehow cautious. I'm also that at the beginning, you know, I was still learning. It's not that I'm yet, you know, I was still going through the learning curve. So I just knew that I just had to be cautious.
Okay, that is
for my age. Time is on my side too.
Before you started, you have heard testimonies about how people blew away their money, and you now felt you need to be more patient because of the testimonies you have. I don't know if I'm right.
Yes. I have to be more cautious of the testimonies I've had. You know, so it's better to learn from other people's mistakes than you yourself learning from your own mistakes.
Were you not scared about how they told you they have lost their money through Forex market and you still come into it? Why were you not scared of just staying back and say, man, if you have lost money in this market, I don't think I should go in it?
Well, I carefully listened to what each person testified about. And I found out that there was a truth running through all they said, is that they were either over leveraging or, you know, or doing risky things like that. And that was actually the reason why they blew their accounts or lost a lot of money. So I just quickly keyed into that point that you must never over leverage, so that in case something goes against you, you still have money to trade the next day or the next time. So that made me, well, I was first of all scared. Actually, what made me not to be too scared is that before I came on board with our own learning architecture, which is the IM, I knew that a lot of people were just trading without a structured mechanism or procedure or whatever. So, and that made them just to be doing things anyhow. But because there is now a learning structure that you can follow easily through, that made me to be less scared. The way the I mean, the videos and all those things for learning that we have now are structured, made me to be less scared that if only I just follow and do things the right way, I will not be hurt. So that made me not to be too scared. Maybe if the learning structure was not there, I would still be very, very scared because I won't be sure of what all of us are doing. So that lessened my being scary because the learning architecture we had assured us that you just do as you are being told. Don't do this or don't do that. If you follow like that, you won't be hurt. Even if you lose the trade or something, you still have something to continue with. So that made my being scary to be reduced at the very beginning.
So that means you have
maybe if that learning architecture wasn't there, I would still be very, very scared.
Very scared. Okay, now let me come to Lady B. Lady B, the first time you blow your account, okay, the first time you blow your account, what was in your mind? What was your thought? What were you trying to, after then, were you trying to make some decision to say, oh, maybe they were right or something? What was your thought? Does it motivate you? Did it discourage you during the process the first time you blow your account?
Actually, Mr. Alex, when I started trading Forex, I was impatient and I wanted to be rich overnight. So when we talk to people now, it's from experience. So I was thinking that it's something that is very easy. You know, when I come, it's just to come and make money. And when I make money, you know, the expectations that one had was so high that when I come into this market, Forex, I see the people trading around me, my mentors and all of that. When I blew my first account, I was depressed. I was depressed because my expectations were cut short. So I was depressed. I wasn't happy. I was like, are you sure this thing actually works? Are you sure this thing is not a scam? The way people always say Forex doesn't work. You know, but do you know what I was doing? I was over leveraging. Even after hearing from the educators that you don't have to over leverage. If you're trading an account, you should be taking like 1% of the account trading. Do you know on a $100 account, when I was trading, I can enter 10 to 15 trades?
Seriously?
Yes, I was so greedy. You know, I wanted to make money, you know, but I had to learn the hard way. And most times, you know, at a point when I was feeling discouraged, because I wasn't doing it right, you know, my coaches, my mentors, you know, like Chairman Buki, she did a whole lot of work. You know, she will show me her results. She screenshots her results and send to me. She'll tell me that if you work it, it works. If you can work it, it works. You know, she keeps encouraging me, and she tells me that except you want to go back running to all these parastatals, you know, to do contracts and all of that for schools the way I was doing before. So she kept encouraging me. I have to tell you the fact, I was discouraged when I started. But along the line, I now discovered that I was doing the opposite of everything that they were saying. You can't test the market. So you have to study the market to a point that the market has to come to you. You don't have to chase the market. You know, traders are like snipers. You know, snipers, you wait for the right time to strike. So, but then, do you know, I just keep jumping in and out of trades. And what I was doing then was this: if I enter a trade and I see that I'm in a loss, you understand, the trade is going against me, I don't allow the trade to play out. I close up in loss.
Making you to lose more money.
That's what I do. Yes, making me to lose more money. And same people we took the trade, later they say their trade took profit, their trades hit take profit, and I'll be like, I closed mine in loss because I didn't want to see red. You know, when you start seeing red like this, you know that your money is going and it's going against you. So you're jittery, you're scared, and
red is like blood. It's like you're seeing your blood coming out. You're seeing blood coming out of your system.
So it was that bad. It was that bad. I was doing it wrongly. I was doing it wrongly. You know, after so much mentorship from my coach, I had to do a general assessment on myself. What are you doing that you're not getting it right? And when I sat down to assess myself, Mr. Alex, I tell you the truth, I was doing the opposite of everything they were telling me. In fact, when I came into this industry, I wanted to become rich overnight. I wanted to become rich. In fact, I'll be pricing, you know, private jets and all of that. I wanted to, I was thinking it is that easy.
So could that be the misconception people are having about Forex, that when they come, they test the water and the water is hot? Maybe they dip their leg in a very hot water. So they think, oh, this environment is too hot for me to stay. And okay, now let me ask you a question, because I believe everything works with your mindset. People who come in, yes, irrespective of expectation from the beginning, you want to make money, and you discover that the money actually is not going to be made the way you thought it's going to be made, then what was your what were you telling yourself consistently that actually make you to get to where you are at the moment right now?
Mr. Alex, people that I was trading with had results.
Okay.
My mentors had results. You know, so I said, what anyone can do, everyone can do. Our chairman, Francis Chihora, you know, he keeps saying, whatever anyone can do, everyone can do. So, and I saw people with results that I wanted. People had results that I wanted. So I kept telling myself that if they have this result, I want to have this result. Because even on the academy, we have Dr. Kati that grew $40 to $1.8 million in 18 months. So you can see the time it took for her to break that record. It took her time, it took her process. So I kept telling myself, what anyone can do, everyone can do. I will be patient with the process. And I am seeing people with results, people that had the results. So this is not an old audio talk that somebody is telling you, you know, it's not a motivational speech. You know, they are telling you without results. These people that were coaching me, they had results. So if you want to have results, they say wealth is just copy and paste if you want to be wealthy. All you need to do is to copy and paste what the wealthy people do. So all I needed to do was, okay, the results that they were having, I want to have that kind of result for myself. So I had to go back, you know, to the learning process, go back to the drawing board and started learning afresh. And I kept asking questions. You know, anything I'm not clear with, I ask questions. They had to even show me all the mistakes that I was making. You know, I was going against the market. I was going against everything being taught. You know, I was thinking it was that easy. I never knew you must follow process. Everything in life has process, and success is not accidental. I must be willing to be patient with the process. You know, so I had to go back and assess myself again and started learning from the scratch.
Let me ask you, the first money you made, the first money you made from the market, when the money hit your account, so how did you feel? Did you just go there, withdraw the money, and let me spend the money to buy something like most of us did? Oh, the first money we made, what happened to you? What your experience? The first money you made from the forex market, how did you spend the money, or did you reinvest the money to grow the money?
Mr. Alex, it was too good to be true. I didn't reinvest the money. It was too good to be true. You know, at a point I was like, are you sure this thing is real? If you learn forex and you know how to trade, you're going to enjoy it because you make a lot of withdrawals. I had to withdraw the money. I sent my mom some, you know, took care of one or two things. I enjoyed myself with it very well because that's the evidence that it works. That's the evidence. And you know, forex traders, we are being told that when you trade, you make good profit. Make sure you withdraw it and give yourself a good treat.
Yeah.
You know, that's only the evidence that, you know, this thing actually works. It works, Mr. Alex.
Now
and
let me
now we draw
let me come to Madam Comfort. Ma, the first time. Okay, first of all, let me start with you. When you started trading, did you blow account also?
No, I've blown an account. Yes, I have.
So I'm talking to Madam Comfort. Did you blow account, madam? Can you unmute yourself? Okay.
Sorry. Actually, I only lost, I had a serious drawdown on my account, not reaching the level of a margin call. So, and that was because there were quite a number of mistakes I did. So I had to top up.
Okay, now the first money, the first profit you made from the Forex market, let me see if it's a trend, because most of us, once you hit that first money in the Forex market, the next thing you want to do is to give yourself a nice treat. Did the same thing happen to you?
Yes, of course. I took out the money to do a few things. Yes. So I live to feel happy.
The culture is the same, that, oh, I have labored for this, I have made this money. So first of all, let me give myself a very good treat. So it's a cultural thing when it comes to. So Lady B, as we round up.
Yes.
Lady B, as we round up, okay.
Yes.
Maybe by next week, actually, like we're talking, we will have to talk more about Bitcoin next week. Honestly, I still have a lot in my head. It's a lot in my head that we need to explore about Bitcoin. People need to be aware that you must not move from one ministry to the other. You must not move, carry fire from one place to the other looking for a job. There are things you can seek down at the comfort of your home and start profiting from. But you have to build it. So as we round up, generally, what advice you have to give to people who are still skeptical about what Forex actually stands for?
Like, I would like to say that, before we close up for today, I would like to state that to be successful in this industry, you must be willing to play your own part. A lot of people come with high expectations. You need to lower your expectations. We all have our own part to play, in this industry. As mentors, we have our own part to play. You as an individual coming, you have your own part to play. That's why we don't joke with the learning process. We are here to put you through the learning process. You see, like when I talk to people, I tell them from my past experience, okay, this is what happened to me when I started trading. But because I've been there, I don't want you to go through the same path. It has been made easy for you to learn. We have to do our own part, and you have to play your own part. And what we do is we provide you with all you need to excel in this industry. And to everyone listening to us out there, a lot can still happen. This year is just starting. Don't allow negative talkers. Don't allow people that keep saying, the naysayers. The naysayers always have something to say, something negative to say. So, but the yes sayers, always get it done. Theirs is to get the job done. So don't allow people discourage you. This is an industry that can fetch you a lot of fortune, can turn things around for you if you're willing to learn the process. If you can go to the university and spend 4 years, why come into Forex and the first month you want to become a millionaire? It doesn't work like that. So all we need to tell you guys out there is that this thing works if you're willing to work it.
Madam Comfort, on your final notes.
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay, on your final word to those who still think that Forex is not a thing for them because of the complexity of it, or because of the negative rumors they have heard about Forex, what is your final note as we draw this thing to an end?
Well, my advice is that they should look at those that have results as should serve as their encouragement. If a lot of people are succeeding, then they too they can succeed. And they should just be curious to know what are the steps these people are taking to make them successful. And when they listen to their various mentors, they will see that truly Forex is something that is worth it and very profitable. They
Thank
should
you.
just listen to those who have been succeeding. What have they been doing? What is making them to succeed, and follow suit?
Thank you very much. Our viewers, you have heard Madam Comfort started trading after she retired from her service. Then I think I was able to bring to school to this program today. The woman who had retired after she thought she have done everything she know how to do, but she started learning how to trade Forex. And the lady Forex boss, she's still young, she then into Forex. But both of them are making more profits. These are most of the resourceful people I know that trade Forex that I can attest to. So there is nothing stopping you. Your age is not your limitations. Your career is not your limitation. Whatever you think your limitations are only exist in your mind. So thank you very much for both of you, Madam Comfort. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. And Lady B.
Yes, Mr. Alex.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you so much for having me on the call. Hope to see you next week, same time, same station. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.